Recognize at this point that all and every single last one of your excuses, all of the bitch out, cop out ways that you have, merely just fucking disgusting confessions of inferiority. In this life, there's one life that everybody claims to be grateful for, everybody claims to be thankful for. Everybody's moving around in this hesitation, in this procrastination. The procrastination is the biggest indication that, one, you don't really understand that the moment is the moment. Two, the hesitation only shows that you're operating from fear instead of operating from love. If you're truly operating from love, it never matters what the manifest, appearance would look like. It's all about your commitment and your dedication to that which fulfills you most. And most people are not living this life dedicated to that which would fulfill them most. People are still committed to living lives attached to behavior patterns, attached to thinking patterns, attached to realities that intrinsically are not healing them in any way. Most people are attached to behaviors, habits, patterns, that are, have never, I feel like I'm being observed, have never healed anyone, as means to a better quality of living, which have never, throughout the fucking ages of human history, never proven to have worked. The external tools to address internal problems, the external material objects to address spiritual concerns. Whatever you are, your world is yours. When are you gonna wake up and recognize that if you actually dedicated your life to that which fulfills you most, you would never have a desire for anything outside of yourself, because it is the process of being and becoming. It is the unfolding process that the true transcendent would ever attach any true value to. Sitting in any state of existence, sitting in any state of being, consciously not preferring to be there, yet consciously not bridging yourself to where a space internally and externally that you would prefer to be, is the highest, most, tacit, most fucking sublime version of self-harm that anybody can operate from. And that's what most people have to recognize. It's like, if you're not actually living, constructing that person that you envision, if you're not living in full alignment, thoughts, actions, energy, with that vision that you've been gifted, because it's not a what if. All of these happenings that are coming across the screen of your consciousness about these better existences and these better realities, one, better health, two, better existential conditions. You want to live in clean, beautiful spaces. Nobody wants to live in dingy, dirty areas, wet, musty. Come on, man, real life. There's no nobility in that. You feel me? Next level, you have to recognize that if you're not manifesting these things that are flashing across the screen in your consciousness, and you're sitting there thinking that these things are what ifs, then you're just gonna sit back idly, passively observing life when you should be actively living life. These are divine instructions. These are divine suggestions. That's what you have to recognize. Whatever you are, your world is yours. If you want to level up, if you want to step into that fuller space of living, if you want to step into the mold that you're being gifted as a vision, then by all means do so. But your hesitation is pure proof of your own doubt, proof of your own fear. That procrastination is proof of your own entitlement. So many people say they'll wait until the time arises. They'll wait until New Year's. They'll wait. But you don't really know that you'll even have the next hour. You'll even have the next 2 hours, in the next 5, 10 minutes, 10 seconds. You don't know that. You're counting on what? Pure entitlement. Because the true level of gratitude is knowing that in any wince of a moment, you could be pulled and snatched back to where you came from. Whatever you are, your world is yours. A lot of people claim that they're woke, but they're just out here using dope to cope. Whatever you are, your world is yours. Evolution is the only solution to exist in any state or condition that you do not wish to exist in, as something you prefer not to be, because you consciously prefer something else, and to not be bridging that gap is the highest level of self-harm. So you have to inquire upon your true value of your life. Are you going to sit back in that scarcity mindset, afraid to give energy, afraid to give your life, afraid to give spiritual acts, deeds in the least, afraid to invest in yourself whatever you want to call, you say money is fake, but you so hesitant to let go of this such and such fake thing that you're making so real to yourself, right? Operating from so many levels of scarcity, attached to such low degrees of reward, and also attached to such low degrees of responsibility. Whatever you are, your world is yours. The last gem I'm going to leave you with, if you want more power in this world, if you want to be more empowered in this world, not power over others, but more self-mastery, self-control, self-direction, you're going to have to increase your responsibility. People say, with great power comes great responsibility, but understand, with great responsibility comes great power. A lot of people are asking for results in this life, but at the end, they're not doing the work because they're not being responsible. Therefore, they're going to have the complete opposite polar effect. You want to have a strong, healthy, vigorous, vital, able, capable, dexterous body, but you don't take the responsibility that comes with obtaining and acquiring that, then maintaining and possessing that for durations and longevity. A lot of people get to their goal and then they just fucking fuck their goals off, don't they? Yeah, you want to have a clear mind. You want to have self-possession. You want to be able to control and direct your will and your emotions to the ends that you really want to, but somehow, some way, when time comes and those external pressures arise, you reach to those external tools to cope with internal emotional problems. It's all about internal engineering. Whatever you are, your world is yours. I could say all these things all day, but at the end of the day, are you going to live and become the individual that you're being gifted as a vision to become? Or are you going to sit back and watch other people live lives and you sit back wondering what if? And in that final moment of your life where you realize it was all happening and it's no longer about to happen, you're going to realize that what if should have been and could have been a must, but instead you allowed procrastination, entitlement, hesitation, and fear to captivate your life. You say money isn't real, but that's the only thing you held on so tightly to, and then you took that same fake thing and invested it in your regression and your quote-unquote stagnation and your own de-escalation of spiritual ascension. Whatever you are, your world is yours. This is real life. When are you going to wake up? Answer the call of your conscience and become everything that you were designed to become, everything that you're being suggested to become, or sit back and live a life of conscious mediocrity and suffer the internal pain that will never be cured until you dedicate your life to that which fulfills you most, which is becoming the most fulfilled version of yourself in all areas of life, mind, body, spirit. Yeah, mind, body, soul, personal goals. Whatever you are, your world is yours. It doesn't get more simple than that. It's either you could be attached to patterns that don't serve you in any true way, don't improve you in any real way, and hurt you in very, very real ways, or you could decide to commit yourself to healing and bettering your life in very real ways. The choice is always yours. There's no compulsion, but at the end of the day, suffer as you will. You know the vibes. Evolution, only solution. Self-mastery, only success. I love y'all so much. We're going to be rocking till the wheels fall off. But one thing for sure, two things for certain.